How's it going, guys? It's your boy Marquise. I'm here with Team AFG, and I want to give you guys a great profile. I went EXO first place, undefeated with Runick Plunder Patrol, guys. So some quick shout outs real quick. Shout out to my guys Trey, Drew, Jarvis, my man's Dakota. I appreciate you guys for the love and support, man. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So in order to get started with the main deck, let's get started with the Plunder Patrol cards. We play, of course, 3 Whitebeard, best starter in the deck, 2 Golden Hair, 2 Bluebeard, 2 Black Eyes, and only 1 Redbeard. Essentially, all you need really is 1 Redbeard. There's no need for multiple copies. Whitebeard is your main starter of the deck, though. This is really what you want to see. And normally what I do try to summon off of it, when I do synchro summon it away or link it away, is either the Golden Hair or the Bluebeard. The Golden Hair is a little bit better of an option as it gives you plays through Nibiru if they do decide to Nibiru you. So Golden Hair is normally the best option to summon off this thing. But this is all I play for the Plunder monsters. And for the spells and traps, we play 1 Shipyard and 1 Emblem. To be honest, this could be booty, but I mean, I don't own a copy of it right now, and this is simply just the best replacement. And for what you guys don't know, it gives it additional attack boost while giving whatever monster it's equipped to a tag out effect on my turn as well. And that is it for the Plunder engine. I love this engine. It's super fun, super resilient, and very consistent. The turn 1 boards it makes normally is very, very hard to crack, especially when it's paired off with the Runick cards. And for that Runick engine, we do play, of course, 2 Fountain. We are playing 3 Tip, 3 Freezing Curses, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Destruction, 3 Slumber, playing 1 Dispelling and 1 Smiting Storm. So the rest of the ratios are fairly standard. I do want to play 1 and 1 just so I can see a more versatile names at the end of the day. I want to see as many different names as possible so I can resolve Fountain as much as possible. Drawing the 3 cards for this deck is huge, especially when you get the additional draws off of Blackbeard and like cards like Coral Dragon and things like that. So in this deck, you're just drawing so much that you're able to see just about any combination of these at any given time. So, but yeah, for the ratios, for the most part, it's pretty standard. 1 to 1, I think, is honestly just perfect for the Dispellings and Smiting Storm. Also, I mean, these cards come in clutch, too, when you really don't expect them to. So these cards are actually pretty huge sometimes. But that's it for the Runick part of the deck. Now, next up is my going second cards, more so my defensive cards. So for that, I do play 3 Ash. Simply just the most versatile hand trap you can simply play. It's good against everything. It's good against Branded, Kashtira, Sprite. I mean, it's good against everything. And it hurts Rogue even more. I do main deck Kaiju. So I do play 1 Thunder King, 1 Radiant, and 1 Kumongous. For the Kaijus, these Kaijus are just very, very strong against everything right now. So many people are going to try to play around Lava Golem in Sphere mode, but you can't play around just 1 Kaiju. So, and normally with these attributes, with 1 being light, dark, and earth, these are the 3 attributes that we want to see our opponent have on the field at any given time. So these are just simply huge. They don't cut off any of our normal summons. I prefer this over Jizukiru, just personal preference. Radiant is awesome. I know Kumongous can be rough against Kashtira, but I normally only use this against Kashtira if I can immediately get rid of it, or if I'm just winning regardless, just by outing their Rise Heart, to where their recovery is just not going to be good enough. And for the last bit of spice, we are main decking Evenly Matched. I was very, very on the fence about Evenly Matched, but Evenly was just huge. Not many people expect to see it game 1. So game 1 blindly losing die roll, opening this is huge every single time. And if I'm going first, this is normally my first discard fodder every single time if I'm going first. And I can just keep my card economy going the entire time. And to be honest, if I open these 2, which I did a lot through the course of the tournament, you're clearing off almost every single board in the game. So these cards, 9 cards going second is just perfect. And we are playing 40 cards even in the main deck. Now, for the extra deck. For the Plunders, we are playing 3 Blackbeard, Captain of the Ships, have to play 3s, just mandatory. 2 Lists, 2 Mark, 1 Braun, and 1 Jord. Jord's simply insane. I've actually used Jord's first effect quite a bit whenever I can get the Earth attribute out, either via Kaiju or if they do actually have an Earth monster. I don't mind going into this. A lot of people know about the token and it returning back, but if this thing stays on field, or if I end up summoning it again just because I have so many Plunder names in my hand, anytime my opponent special summons a monster except for damage calc or damage step, this can search me another Plunder Patrol card. And if it's equipped, it gets a special one for my deck as well. So, I mean, Jordan is just simply insane. Braun is excellent for the back row matchups, but I only need 1 because I have so many ways to deal with back row as it is now. Moark and Lists are pretty self-explanatory, and you have the 3 Blackbeard, which you just have to play. And that's pretty much it for the Plunder cards in my extra deck, the Plunder Patrol lineup. For the Runick lineup, I'm only playing 2 Hugin and 2 Jerry. I was seeing a lot of lists online that was playing 3 Hugin, but I think 2 is just fine. I do burn through them kind of fast, but at the end of the day, I only need it for a body. I don't really need it for anything else. Jerry actually has multiple applications. I mean, I can use it going second to help break boards, but also going first, I can use it to make one of my utility cards I'm getting ready to show, as well as helping me quickly synchro summon back into a Jord by using any one of my Plunder tuners to make Jord again. So just depending on how much gas I really have, since I am normally able to clear the MZ fairly easily. So 2 Jerry actually was huge because I ended up using Jerry a lot, especially as able to recycle Fountain as well. This allowed me to draw so many cards throughout the course of the tournament. I think I had a game I drew like literally 7 or 8 cards in 1 turn, thanks to Jerry. So 2 Jerry was perfect. 2 Hugin was perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. And for the utility spots, Coral Dragon is part of turn 1 combo. You have to play it, get your additional card. And Baguska. Baguska is simply just a panic button. If I don't open that, great. I can still make Baguska, which still hurts a lot of decks, and then just protect it with Runick cards and try to give my Plunder engine a chance to get back rolling, which it normally doesn't take long. Another turn or 2, and I'm popping right back off. As well as it being a fiend, too, it also helps a good bit that it's a fiend once you see the side deck. But yeah, these are my only 2 utility cards that I really need, just the Coral Dragon and the Baguska. Now, to finish it off with the side, we are siding the Rock, Nibiru, yes. I was going to main deck Nibiru, but I sided on siding again instead because just so many people are playing around Nibiru a lot. It seems like everybody's playing around it. Sprite can easily play around it. Brandon can easily play around it. And so can Kashtira now. They're just going to Rise Heart Pass. So this card ends up being dead against some of the best decks in the game, but against Rogue, it just simply destroys Rogue every time. And it's better as a side option. If your opponent does get greedy, you can use this to punish your opponent. We do play a time card. Yes, we are playing 3, or siding 3 Dogwood. Spooky Dogwood is huge. This card is so underrated in this format, it's insane. Every one of the best decks has some effect that allows them to special summon. Whether it's Branded using Branded Fusion, Kashtira using Theosis, Sprite using Starter. Everybody has, every one of the best decks, even Nuteria, they have Blessing. So every single main deck has a very, very important card in their deck that allows them to special summon from some place, either deck, grave, or hand, wherever it may be. You can literally just chain Dogwood in time and go ahead and start gaining life points. Normally, they won't see this coming either. And this deck being so grindy, normally I'm going to a game 3 is going to be late in time, 9 times out of 10. And this card, just catches my opponent off guard every single time. So it actually got me my last match, actually. My opponent activated Branded Fusion, chained this, and he really couldn't do enough damage in time. For back row, Cosmic, Just the best generic background removal. I already have plenty of background removal as it is now with the main deck evenly, the Brawn, Destruction. But Cosmic Cyclone is just insane. It's great around any kind of floodgate, just completely getting rid of it. Labyrinth, it gets rid of all the Labyrinth cards and they can't get them back. Also plays around the Lord of the Heavenly Sky Prison as well. For going first, 3 D Barrier. D-Berry is huge because as you see in my extra deck, I have all different type of summoning mechanics in the extra deck. So if I do call Fusion, I can just pivot more towards the Mark. If I call XZs, I can pivot more towards the list. D-Berry is so versatile for this deck, and it literally cannot affect me like at all, 9 times out of 10. Against Link decks, obviously I wouldn't side this in, but against everything else in the top meta, even Sprite, honestly, it still stops them from making gigantic. It's very, very good. And Rivalry. Rivalry can be a blowout for this. Given that Jord can special summon a Fiend token on your opponent's side of the field, you draw phase Rivalry. To be honest, most decks just simply aren't playing through that. If they have the Evenly, they can't activate the Evenly because they have a token on the side of the field. But I mean, Rivalry is just huge. 9 times out of 10, they're going to spend a lot of resources trying to out just one Rivalry. And if they can't out it, they simply lose. I see a lot of people main decking this, but I would much rather main deck evenly instead because my main engine is already good enough going first. And what it really needs is more gas going second in the main, just in case I do lose a die roll, which I just so happen to lose every single die roll but one. And when you do side this in going first, you're drawing so many cards, your chance of seeing this is very, very high. So siding for going first is honestly just perfect, honestly. I'd much rather side this going first than just main boarding it every time. And yeah, guys, that is the deck profile. Like I said, went XO, went undefeated, got first place with this deck. It's super fun, very resilient deck, guys. I would highly recommend it, and it's very, very affordable, guys, at the end of the day. Yeah, Team AFG to the top, baby.